Hello, all. Welcome back to Media Madam. On your way in, please make sure that you share, you comment, and you subscribe. If you are watching this on replay, make sure that you comment as well because we do go back and read the comments. Tonight's topic, we are having case number 15. This went by so quick. I am loving Media Madam P.I. So, case 15 is lies, leverage, and life altering mess. I will have our co host introduce herself. I'll read the disclaimer and then I will go into the hot topic for tonight. We have one.
Hey y'all, it's Dizzy Des coming at you like delicious. Let's get into it.
Okay, so let me put on my PI focals.
Come on, baby. Come on, Magnum
Right.
PI.
Before we get started, today is my best friend's birthday, and it is also Hilda's best friend's birthday. So her best friend passed away, Wesley, in September. I'm sure you guys remember that. So happy heavenly birthday to him, and then happy birthday to my male best friend, Ronnie. Say a prayer for people and their families. I do need to take a minute for this because there are supporters that have hit me up. There are supporters that are in my life, not just my family. Um, so there are a couple things going on. I had a cousin lose her mother on Christmas Eve, and then I had a cousin lose her father. These are my cousins as well, but I'm respecting them and their titles because they're bigger. On Christmas Day, which happens to be my 98-year-old aunt's son. So, she was just in the hospital. Her son has unfortunately passed away. So please say a prayer for our family and then two more things. And these are real prayers, right? So when people pass away and they're a little bit older, there's a celebration of life that comes with that, but there's also a real connection in that somebody lost their parent, their mom, a cousin, a face that you're accustomed to seeing every day. And so I just believe with everything in me, especially with the experiences that we've had losing people younger, that when they're able to make it so far, we just have to have some celebration in it while also having empathy and sympathy and support for those that have lost their everyday that they've had, their whole life, especially a kid. You've never lived without your parent. So, and they've been on this show. So I want to do my due diligence and express on the show that deepest sympathy. I'm there for you, all of those things. But as well, my brother was in a really bad car accident. So say a prayer for him. He is doing okay, but just say a prayer for him because that's not easy, especially as a single father and still needing to keep going. And then lastly, there is one friend that just hit me up that was going to be on the show. She's been on the show before, and the cancer is back for her mom, who is elder as well. And it gets a little harder when you're older. So she asked that we say a prayer. I block all prayers that are not appropriate because I'm aware that this is the internet, and I receive all prayers that are from people that believe in God, believe in a higher power, and those type of things. Thank you for allowing me that brief moment to share because it's important. My supporters are my loved ones, so I have to make sure that I take care of them the same way I would anybody. So, uh,
Happy birthday, Ronnie. Happy heavenly birthday, Wesley. And shout out to everybody else she named if I don't know you. And if I do know you, I love you, even from a distance.
Thank you very much. Okay, so disclaimer. It is the following stories are submitted anonymously and are shared for commentary, education, and entertainment purposes only. No names are used to our knowledge. If they are, they were submitted that way. No parties are identified. They are not. This content does not constitute legal, medical, or professional advice. Viewer discretion is advised because tonight's choices were again reckless and consequences showed the hell up. Okay, so that is a disclosure I need to say because I often give examples and scenarios, and depending on how you clip it, I am from a legal space, so I do have information to share, but I am not providing one-on-one response to your situation. You can book me though. I do consultations. So let's start with the hot topic. I will play this short video and then I'll let Des go first and tell me what she thinks. So buckle up because this is going to be a little triggering because people get on our nerves sometimes.
I can't wait.
So here we go.
I'd rather drag my balls across the desert with two fat bitches on my back than to be a provider man. If you're dating a grown woman with a full-time job and she makes you pay all the bills, that bitch hates you. Niggas out here chasing women to pay their bills. Y'all niggas have no self-respect. Sprinting after debt is crazy. You niggas is slow. I heard a homeless woman say niggas can't get a free meal on their birthday. I'm assuming she homeless because you can't take your nigga out for his birthday, you gotta be struggling. There's no way you love your partner treating them like that. It just don't make sense to me. Some women genuinely believe being with a man is doing them a favor. I would never fall for the propaganda. Also, who told y'all niggas want to provide? Men don't want to provide, not me.
If you're a man and you don't want to provide, that's fine. You can do whatever you want to, you know. I hope you find that sugar mama to take care of you if you're into that type of stuff. I don't know. But, but like, I've already seen several men on this app say this, like, you know, being a provider is a scam. There's no point in providing for a woman, but why wouldn't you want to provide for the woman that you love? Why wouldn't you want to try to make her life easier? You know? Like, well, isn't that the benefit? Making her life easier? Because wouldn't that make your life easier? Because I'm pretty sure she's going to do stuff for you if you're providing for her. And providing is more than just like paying bills. Like, a lot of y'all like to break it down to just paying bills, but it's also about providing emotional support. You know, making her feel seen and appreciated and safe. And not safe in the sense of like, you know, you can beat up that scary nigga that's walking down the street, but like making her feel safe with you. You know, so she feels comfortable enough with confiding in you and being open with you. And the sad thing is that a good chunk of y'all who complain about having to provide for a woman financially can't even provide for a woman emotionally. To me, they're a bigger waste of money than providing for a woman. Like, buying the same 2K games every single year, sports betting, shit, spending like hundreds of thousands of dollars on your favorite sports team every season just to see them choke in the playoffs every single year. Okay, I should know that. I've spent a lot of money on my favorite sports teams just to watch them choke. Okay, I honestly would have been better spending that money on a woman. I'm not even lying to y'all. That would have been a better use of that money. And I love my jerseys. You know, I have several hockey jerseys. I'm a hockey fan, but objectively, I feel like it would have been better to spend that money on like a woman that I love than the jerseys. Also, men were the ones who created the patriarchy, which said that we're supposed to be the ones to provide. So if you want to get mad at anyone, get mad at the niggas thousands of years ago for creating this system.
First and foremost, I need you to tag me in that post right quick. That's what I need. I need you to tag me in that post. That's number one. Okay. Let me clear my throat. Blessed be the fruit, honey. Okay. So for me, sir, you're not a man. You sound like a little boy still living at home with your mother. That's number one. Number two, it amazes me how quickly a man such as himself would like to say, I'm not going to take care or support or provide for a woman, as if to say, at any time in your life, a woman hasn't been providing for you. Now, I agree with the young man who was, commentating the post.
Mhm.
And you're so selfish to want to spend your money on things that could bring you no return.
Mhm.
But the Bible says that a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing, because God knew how he created woman to be able to finesse any situation, to be able to build in any situation, to be able to grow any situation. Now, all women are not that. Okay, I'm not saying that all the women are that, and I'm clearly not thinking all the men are him,
Right.
because clearly there's some men out here. that understands what it is to provide for a woman, just as it's a woman out here who knows how to be humble and shut the hell up for a man.
Right.
So don't get it twisted. We all have our roles to play. And sir, for you to think, don't get it twisted. I'm with you though, with your little imbecile ass. I don't want a man who doesn't want to provide for me in the first place, because then I just collected a free child with no childbirth. I'm not willing at all. So no, I do not have it confused, sir. I'm very aware of what a man should be doing compared to what he is doing. And just as much as you could say you don't want to provide for a woman, I could say I don't want to take care of a man,
Right.
because the situation is very equal when it comes to this 50-50 situation. Everybody thinks what 50-50 looks like, but 50-50 to me looks like 100-100.
Right.
That's
Right.
what 50-50 looks like to me.
Because I stand in your gap, you stand in mine. I
Uh-huh.
give a
It's a
100.
hundred, 100. I make
Mhm.
you look good, you make me look good, and we are a team.
Right.
If you're not able to give me that, sir, we don't have nothing to talk about. And so it looks like you still probably stay at home with your mother, or you're still jacking off to porn, because there's no way you're getting ass. No way. That's my opinion. I'm done with that monkey. I'm over it.
Okay.
Back to
So,
you. Look, back to you, PI. Hmm.
see, this is why we the yin and the yang. Um,
Hmm.
uh, I don't agree with anything that he said. I think that it's absolutely asinine. I think that people like that should stop speaking for the masses and saying what men want or what women want. It's okay to say, I feel this way, because, sir, you knew that it was nothing about what you said that would ring bells for the masses. That clearly was for bait. It's really bait. It doesn't even make any sense, because any man does want to provide for his home. Whatever that looks like, you could have explained what that looks like. But to say that you don't want to provide at all is absolutely asinine. That's like saying I'm okay with sitting on the couch while my wife is moving a dining room table by herself. I'm okay walking outside and seeing my wife under the car changing oil, and my innate response wouldn't be to go outside and do it. If you
Mm-mm.
are somebody that believes that way, or I could do you one better, because there are women that don't know how to act just like it's men that don't know how to act. So I'm gonna, since you could insult us, I just want to put it back on you, because it sounds like you're projecting. If you had a mother that did not display the appropriate way to behave towards your father, and it upset you to see her taking advantage of men and not doing what she was supposed to, and not being equally yoked with your father, and things of that nature, and possibly teaching your sisters to do the same. And you got to hear what some of those ignorant conversations sound like, because your mother trained your sisters to do those same type of ill behaviors. I am sorry. I'm sorry, because that's not the way the rest of human beings are, right? Most of us grow up wanting to do the things that are innately in us. Why do girls gravitate as a little girl to dolls, playing house, cleaning, doing all of those things, and boys gravitate to outside with the dad working on cars? Generally, that is what it looks like. That's before anything was taught. That's just what you gravitate to, right? That's what's born in you. So if you did not see your mother doing those things because she wanted to love on her husband and cook for her husband and spoil him on his birthday, or do those things, I'm sorry. But if you just go just around the corner, you will see that there are other families like that. Or if you just step into your adulthood and possibly reparent yourself, and you know what? You should probably get my journal too. I'm just saying. If you reparent yourself and realize that, guess what? You can have the life that you want the way that you want it. So, however you feel respect should be in and around you, create it. But that's not it, baby. You're hurt. So, I'm going to give you grace. That's it.
Mm. You
Mhm.
so kind. You time.
I'm telling you, the yin and the yang. I mean, if one open it, one got to close it. You always have to close a wound because it's something that happens. So I'm going to acknowledge it without you saying it because I can see past that. It's no way that somebody wants to talk like that about the opposite sex, just like a woman that gets on and talk about all niggas ain't shit, blah, blah, blah. So you never saw one in your family that was? You don't think the son that you sitting there talking to is? Impossible. Speak life. But it's something wrong. And it's I'm sorry. I'll be the first woman to say I'm sorry that that happened to you. So y'all want to jump into the stories for tonight? Because Shell, that was a train wreck in
Yeah,
itself.
let's go because I want to punch him.
When
So
I
I
heard that, I said I want to trigger dance today.
Yeah, because that I'm like, I just want to punch him. Like, bruh, like I would love to empathize with you, but in this season, it's fuck you in real life. Like, go to hell's, take a nap, and wake up and start over, and then maybe talk to an adult because clearly you've been talking to children, and there is no adults in your presence. Clearly, oh girl, don't get me started. Let's go. Let's go
Because
to the
when
next
things like
story.
that happen, let's be fair. It's sometimes that if your mother or father isn't the black sheep that behaves completely different than everybody else, then what positive do you have around you? Some people really don't believe that is true. You got to consider people from all over the world. Yes, I have 32 neighbors on my street, but there are people today that have their next neighbor is way up the road, stuff like that. So it's not around them. So I like to for real use my emotional intelligence in a professional environment or a platform that could go viral and somebody could hear it, right? I like to utilize what I paid my good money to learn and what I paid my good money to learn for myself in therapy and use it because I'm going to start with the lowest reduction. And then if I meet you and you tell me something different, then I'm going to shred your ass apart. But until then, if you went high, so I went low or low and high, whichever one. You went direction one direction, I went the other. Had you gone my direction, I'd have went the direction you went. But it's fair to try to cover as many spaces as you can.
That's your job, and I love you for doing it because again,
I
fuck
love
him.
my job.
Look, fuck him because baby, who, where, why, when, when
It's
did
fair
this
to
become
I
okay?
agree.
And
I
then it's like
agree.
the idea that y'all want to fuck all the time. You
Woo!
want pussy all the time,
Ready to reproduce though.
but you can't take care of nobody. Boy, if you don't go to hell, listen. I think the concept of marriage has been played left. I think the concept of providing has been played left. I think the concept of raising your children has been played left. I think that we need to get back into the word, the Bible itself. I ain't telling you to go to church. I'm telling you to read and understand God for yourself. And understand that you should train up a child the way that they should go so that they'll never depart from it. Although they may fail, although they may do
They
all
know
types
what to
of
go back
stupid
to.
shit, they have something to go back to. When you
Mhm.
ain't gave them nothing, they are lost and they are in the wilderness, baby. And it's just like, come on. I just want to slap some sense into you. I ain't really mad at you. I just think you slow. Just
And
slow.
some
Yeah.
very ignorant, not knowing, and not even trying to know, right? Because I give the example all the time. Nobody taught us how to fuck, so we figured that out, didn't we? You
I
figure out
swear to
what you
God,
want to
it's like
figure out.
you don't even got to know how to read to get some understanding of the word.
You can look. Everything's are audio now. It's all kind of ways you can learn. So if you wanted to, you would do better, young man. You spewing just poison into
I
this
just
space.
hope you don't have no children because what you'll also learn is children pay for the sins of their father. So stop playing and don't have no kids if that's how you feel, sir, because y'all wondering why life's so fucked up. Why you wondering why your shit in circles? Because your children pay for your sins.
Right.
Stop doing shit that you don't want to be accounted for. Hmm. I tell you.
Speaking of
Anywho,
things you don't want to be accounted for, this first story. Are you ready?
let's get into it.
She preaching on tonight. Sometimes I just gotta let her go, and it's the last Monday of the year, so we are here.
Amen.
And
Thanks,
then we'll
friend.
be doing last Tuesday tomorrow, and then we are off until next week. If I do another live chat, it'll be impromptu by myself again. Um,
Okay, I
only for the
love
algorithm. Only for the algorithm. Okay, let's go. So Oh, she sold me a stolen car and I went to jail. So, boom, my baby mama told me she had a car for sale. She said she was helping me out because I needed something reliable for work for our son. And showed me the title, a bill of sale, everything printed clean, no fold, no folded, no not sloppy. I believed her. Why wouldn't I? That's the mother of my child. A few weeks later, I'm driving with my son in the back seat and we get hit in an intersection. Nothing crazy, but the police showed up. They run the van. That's when the energy shifts. Next thing I know, they're asking me to step out of the car. They say the vehicle was reported stolen months ago. Different city, different owner. The title, completely fake. I'm handcuffed in front of my son. He's crying. I'm screaming that I didn't steal anything. I go to jail. While I'm locked up, my son is taken to the hospital and another man picks him up. Not family I approve, not anyone I trust. When I finally get out, my baby mama tells me the child might not even be mine, but she loves me and promises she'll get me another car. Another car. And I'm sitting here wondering, do I walk away before I lose everything, or do I keep trusting someone who already cost me my freedom?
Mm,
That's an interesting story on the heels of this man.
mm.
Y'all remember I just put these stories in there and then I blindly picked them and how they going. That way I could be surprised too.
My Lord, that's a lot.
I would just like to say though, that's confirmation of what I said. Some people not raised right. That man could be that little boy in that car dealing with a woman like that. Ah,
Mm,
clock it.
mm,
I just proved it in the story.
mm,
Mm,
mm, mm,
mm, mm, mm.
mm,
Okay,
mm,
so
mm.
first of all, my question to you is, oh Lord.
Right,
Okay,
come with a
so
question because I don't
right.
got no opinion. Come with a question.
Ah,
Ooh, child,
so
that broke my heart a little bit.
because because the response didn't match.
That
Okay,
really broke my heart. I don't know. I don't know
because
how to
here's
feel.
at what let's start at the top. Because he's in a legal situation and he's in jail. He's been arrested. At
Yeah,
what point does loyalty turn into self destruction? Because off top, with that being her response, I'm telling him that you sold me the stolen car.
exactly. Because she's slow. She sounds slow. And he definitely needs to just wrap that on up and let her get caught up.
Oh,
And he also needs to get a DNA test to know for sure if that's his child, because he really doesn't have to go out on the limb in this situation anymore, if that is not his child. And so I actually feel sorry for him, for being so
and he's
gullible
an
to her.
active father.
Hmm. But he was very gullible to her. But she also was a smooth criminal. So I'm assuming he can at least show the documentation in which he's claiming he received in order to retrieve the car.
Right.
Because although you're saying that car is reported stolen, how was he able to register the car if it was reported stolen?
She
That
did
should have
everything and gave it to him. She showed me a title, a bill of sale, everything printed clean, no fold, not sloppy.
a title is not a registration. That is not a registration.
I thought when you do all of that, you do it all at once with the bill of sale. I never did one of those.
No, not necessarily. They can give you a temporary tag, but you need to take your ass down to the DMV and register that vehicle in your name and get your tags. Hmm. And you needed a car so bad that you did not pay attention to that information for real, because I can understand being excited and not going to look at the back of that car to check on them tags.
I would have never done any of that either, not from a baby mama.
Not assuming that your baby mama had that type of
I
hate in
would
her
have
heart for
never
you.
did
And
checked all of
then,
that. I can't
and then
even
I guess the
imagine.
next question is, are y'all together?
Oh, right. So and you put that's right. I'm sorry. Yes, it 'cause that's another true thing. You had no problem putting your child in this car too. The child is
Well,
more important in the car, but you also had no problem, mom, putting your child in that
in
car
that
with you.
car, knowing what you had done. So is that not his kid? Or maybe it is his kid and you said fuck both of them.
And then how do you go have some other man to go pick up the kid? Why you didn't go pick up the kid?
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that dad know he the dad, and this dad know he the dad, and you just in the
So both of these men think that it baby daddy. That's what I heard.
That's what it sounds like to me. So
Hmm.
okay, y'all. Last
So the
question for
question
this one.
is that is that are they together or is that just his baby mother? Because I
So
didn't
who?
catch that.
Let's see. Um, my baby mama told me she had a car for sale. Basically, I would think him saying my baby mama says she had a car for sale that they're just co-parenting.
Exactly. So
Because
you
if you
should never
truly with
trust a bitch
somebody in
who's just
house like
co-parenting.
that, you would let him use the car until he got a car or give it to him. Actually, I don't.
I don't know about none of that. That ain't the type of lifestyle I live. I'm so grateful. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about
To
that.
me, when you equally yoked, you should, because I can't. Only reason I say that is that to be fair, I can't see. I think that if we heard the words reversed, and it was like the baby dad said he had a car to sell the baby mom, we would be like, I cannot believe you would sell her a car, and that's she's taking care of y'all kid X, Y, and Z. So if what I was saying is if they were in that type of space, like together, living together, and all of that, she wouldn't have needed to tell him she was selling the car. He would have had access to the car, is what I mean. They would be
Correct.
sharing.
I got
That's
you.
what I was,
I
yeah,
got you.
yeah.
I got
Okay,
you. That
so
makes all
final
the sense.
question for this one because whew, okay, so he needs the DNA test first. Hopefully that gets back in record speed so he can then go to the jail place and tell them she sold him the stolen car. Because if you wrecking my life, I'm wrecking yours on the way out. Because that's too much. His depending on the age of this child, like we said with every other story, is not just as easy as saying I'm going to cut my ties and walk away. Would I personally cut my ties from this person? I don't know. Depends on how old the child is and how deep his heart is, because it sounds like he's very active in his child's life. I can't see myself being able to walk away, but y'all know I'm not able to walk away from God kids. So,
I'm so sorry. I can walk away. And
and
let
I
me be
think that's
clear.
very healthy. I don't think it's a wrong answer to that one.
I'm
If he
walking
wants to
away.
walk away, he should. He can. He can.
And he definitely should.
Because she
Because
didn't have no problem getting y'all wrapped up in all of this mess with your
well, the
kid in the
question is,
car.
do you have the maturity level to stay cool with the kid after you find out the type of fuck nigga the child mama is? Can you really stay cool?
Some people can, but only in a copacetic situation. This involves crime. So you're not gonna
Exactly.
trust
That's
her.
my point. She
Yeah. What
shouldn't
if she
trust
do
you.
something?
The fuck? Because if I
She
get
wouldn't
the
need to
baby
trust me
again,
because I'm turning winning.
we going directly to the DNA test when I go get the if I when I pick up the child.
Do you know that's a federal charge? Even accepting stolen property is a felony. If you can't prove that you did it was in California.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
believe that.
It's a felony that you for real go to jail for and do
Mm-hmm.
federal time.
Because you, as an adult, we hold you accountable for getting the right information.
Right. And I know somebody that got a car
I
off
think
a
that's why I
car.
don't be letting people get away with too many I don't knows excuses. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't. My friend said, D, you just want folks to be perfect. No, motherfucker, I want you to be intentional.
And slow down a bit.
That's all I want. I want you to be intentional. Don't do stuff just so you can get a kudos and a pat on the back. Do stuff effective. Be
Right.
effective. Don't
Slow
do all
down.
that well doing on like it's like planting good seed on bad ground. You
Right.
can't do it. It doesn't come out okay.
I wonder if he had any indication that she does things that she should not do.
No, he didn't know. That's why even you could tell he didn't know because he ain't even dog walk her ass like he should have in this story. He didn't dog walk her. He
If
did
the
not.
car was stolen, that means the car magically appeared and then she had it to sell. So it's not like, I don't know.
So what I heard is the nigga who came and got your baby stole a motherfucking car or is in a car stealing click and got your dumb ass to pay for this motherfucking car and then let you get in trouble for it. That's what I heard. I heard she has no love for you, no respect for you, and you should not be taking her into the utmost consideration that you seem to be doing. You need to find yourself in a safe space with some good information and get the fuck on. That's the fuck you need to do. I don't understand.
Oh my boy. Uh, last
Mm.
comment, ignorance of the law. Yeah, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I do agree with everything you guys are saying, especially these days. It's just best to trust every single thing. No more, even if you are married, just signing a piece of paper, anything like that. Um, I am legally married. Yandy. It's a difference, you know. I am legally married, and when I asked my husband for his social, because I don't have a clue where I put it, if I ask him for anything, I still tell him what it's for. I still send him like a picture of whatever I'm signing or whatever I'm doing or anything like that, just because he trusts me that much that he don't even ask, but I send it so that he could know, you know, what's going on and things like that. The only person It's only two people that could ask me for something and I would just give it. And that's my mom and my husband. I would just give it to them. I wouldn't have no questions. But other than that, I'm gonna check my checks and balances before I sign for anything, take anything, anything like that. So,
Can
but
y'all
I
do me a favor in the of year 2026? Just do me the grandest favor.
what you said, baby?
Start actually paying attention to the people you fuck with.
Yeah.
And let me be very clear. Let's not be unequally yoked in relationships such as friendships, such as boyfriend, girlfriend ships, any situationship, workship. I don't
Family
care
tip.
what ship you own.
You shouldn't sign something your boss hands you either. Did I tell you about the time I
I,
got in trouble for that? They tried to have me sign a $19.5 million contract. I'm not a
what?
signer. I'm a project manager. I don't sign shit.
Oh,
3 months straight, they was going back and forth with me. Guess who didn't sign
okay.
that shit?
My Lord. And it's because you know better. And when you know better, you do better. The reality
Mm-hmm.
is people ain't shit. I don't care who they are. I
Mm-hmm.
love you. I love you to life. And I'm still tell you I ain't shit either. Let me be very clear. I just can't tell you what position and situation that you will find me to not be shit. So far I'm coming in strong good, but the reality is
What
I'm
if it's
also
an
human.
oversight? What if you needed that
Exactly.
second pair of eyes? It could
That's
even be that. It could be anything.
that's my point. That's when you realize we all ain't shit, even though you're most likely wrong about the why or the when or the who. You just know something ain't right. And I understand that as well. But in 2026, I ain't gonna say yes I am. Let's just judge the book by the cover, just a
Okay.
tad.
Okay.
Just a tad. And then when you open up the book, judge what you see in. And I don't mean judge it as in I'm talking about you. I mean judge it as in, is that something I'm willing to put myself in?
Just the situation, not the person.
Judge that situation. If this nigga got 7 motherfucking kids and I ain't got no goddamn kids and he
Run.
got 5 baby mamas, why the fuck would I want to be in that situation? What do you mean I didn't know? How you didn't know? You saw 7 kids. That's
Everybody
not
don't see 7 kids. Got a story about that too. I could never tell it, but
I
everybody don't
said,
see all the
but
kids.
7 fucking kids, baby. I don't care if it's with the same person. That just means his high sperm rate is too high for me. I don't want to take the chances with you, baby. The level of vibrations of our lives do not add up. I cannot do this. And that's all I'm saying. Respect yourself and the person that you talk to just enough to say, hey, we're growing apart. Hey, we're not growing in the same direction. Hey, we don't see it the same and we don't want to. Hey,
Stop
Maybe
trying to
maybe.
fit a square into a circle.
Oh, okay.
If you
That's
have to
all.
come out making excuses to make it work from the beginning, don't go with what's of value to you. And no, somebody with 7 kids does not belong with somebody with zero. Next story. Next story is ready.
Let's get it.
Okay. Okay. In my I need to learn how to do it. Actually, I need to clip it, the Grinch one. Okay. There we
Uh-uh.
go.
I'm
I
so
love it.
weak. I'm
I'm
so
married a
weak.
God fearing man and got an adult son. I married a man everybody praised, God fearing, soft spoken, always talking about purpose. We're even blessed to be expecting a child. But here's what nobody saw: I work full time, I pay the bills. When I come home tired, the house is still a mess because cooking and cleaning are woman's work. He spends hours every day working on his Bible inspired novel. No deadlines, no income, just faith that it will bless the world. If I ask for help, he says I'm being worldly. If I ask him to contribute financially, he said I don't support his calling. Meanwhile, I'm burning out. I wanted a helpmate, someone to build with. Instead, I'm financing a grown man's dreams while mine keeps getting postponed. I love God, but I'm starting to resent my husband. So tell me, do I keep praying for change or accept that love without partnership is still loneliness? Let me start. It's a couple of things that when we read the Bible the way that we want to read it to fit our narrative, so we feel good about the situation that we have gotten ourselves into, right? I have some questions. Okay, you married a man everybody praised. In those praises, did you court him long enough to see the fruits of his labor, or that he provided anything, that he was self sufficient or anything like that? You work full time, pay the bills you're expecting. And he is allowing you to be tired like that. And the house is a mess and he's not cleaning up behind himself. Those are regular things that a human adult does because they value what God has blessed them with. Because God says, if I give you little and you respect it, I'll give you plenty. Start taking those Bible verses and reminding him what the whole story was. Maybe you guys sit down and read a couple of those stories, because there is no way on this God's green earth that he should be okay with that. He is mocking the Lord. He is taking advantage of you, and you are not to allow this. You are not enjoying your pregnancy that you waited to have within the covering of your marriage and did it the right way. And now you are suffering. There is no reason why you should be suffering, baby girl. You need to give him an ultimatum. He can step into the role that God assigned to men and that you expect from him. Or he can take his typewriter and go back to his mammy's house, and you will do it on your own. You cannot afford 3 mouths to feed comfortably because you're stressed out. You can afford for you and your child. And then guess what? Do the thing that I would do. I'm not paying for childcare. What I'm going to do is drop the baby off on your porch on the way to work every day. And I'm going to tell you that I'll call CPS if you don't hurry up and open that door and get your child that you'll take care of until I get off of work. Wouldn't put any food in that house. See, I go complete ape shit ignorant. Don't do anything else, and speak very clearly and have your Bible verses ready, baby. Call the pastor. Praying for a change. Prayer without work is dead, and he don't work. He don't work. He don't clean. Play Cardi B when you do that too, because he sounds like a whole woman. Feminine energy raging everywhere. He is disrespectful, and he is a sloppy, sorry mess. How do he think God is gonna bless that woman's work, but he can't tell you what man's work is? I'm so sorry that that happened to you, in whatever way that it happened that got you here. But my best guess is you didn't see anything praiseworthy about him. What is he, fine? He showed up to church and wooed all the ladies. Everybody was stumbling over him, and he graced you with his love and his attention because you were the highest earner. He gave himself to the highest bidder, the little whore. Okay. He's a Jezebel. I don't do well with men that do not work because, baby, I done had everything. Listen, the men in my life, I have one that is in prison that has put his child through college. Where there's a will, there's a way. I know one that just got out of prison, and within a couple of months, he was in school, already graduated, never returned back to the previous life, and he is doing very well for himself, and I is proud of him. And no matter how batshit crazy he is, he still worked. I grew up in an era where little boys mowed lawns, they did newspapers, they did things like that. They wanted to buy us our big stick and our popsicle from the ice cream truck. That gave them that was the light of their life. That's the era and community that I came from. I don't see how your vagina got wet for that man. Why are they praising him? I am only going to praise God. Uh, I think that is where it goes a little too far. I think that's where the ego part kicks in, and you get wrapped up in the things that you are doing because, well, if all of them love it, then you should love it. They don't live with you. They're not dealing with the house alone. That's nasty. I don't know. How say you, Des? What do you say?
I say, leave him alone. Pack your bags and get the hell on. Okay? Because he don't want you no more. Okay? They wrote a whole song about it, Biscuit.
Meal
Get your
ticket
shit and get out. Get your shit.
and get out.
All right. That's what
Till
I
you
tell
do
you.
right by me, everything you do gonna fold.
Hey, you know I'm here for every movie line that displays my thought process to the fuck nigga shit I just heard. Okay? I don't understand. Oh my God. I'm so
You
lost. I'm
can
so
write
lost.
in the interim. I've done three, and I told you I really wrote these. I've done three this year that you guys have seen. I have done six total. Now, why they not out? Whole different story. Either way, I work, I do this, I do other people's podcasts, I help other people on the side. I'm also a Delta. I'm a chair of my committee. Um, I'm a daughter to my mama. I do a bunch of things. So I don't understand when people and all of this, by the way, with needing a back surgery.
Mm,
I don't understand. I don't understand.
mm.
That's so you have a baby coming and nothing is making you say I want to be this for my baby. So you have to work while you're doing that. I don't understand how, at the very least, the house is not clean from top to bottom. And when she gets home, you're rubbing her feet and telling her how much you appreciate her for supporting your goals. But, baby, it's time for me to go to work, and I'm going, and I will fit this in where I can. God is never going to let you finish that book because of how you're getting it. You're getting it on the backs of a woman to that degree and telling her it's woman's work.
What the
What?
quote say? A man that don't work don't eat.
Don't eat.
I want to say that's a scripture.
It is. Don't
Okay.
work, don't eat. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna need you to do better, sir.
That's not
Like for
nice.
real. I don't even understand. Listen, ladies, I love y'all.
He done
I love
wonderful.
y'all so much. So much so that I'm gonna need you to look in the mirror and start talking to yourself. I know some of y'all already talk to yourself, but I want you to look in the mirror and talk to yourself. I want you to hear the shit that you say to yourself.
Would you say it to your daughter?
Exactly. And then I want you to realize that you are not walking in your authority. You are not walking in your calling. You are not walking your walk to even be with your mate. Baby girl, you are willing to accept things that God did not even put out there for you. I understand that you think you should get some penis, but I'm here to tell you to hold what you got because it dilutes your thought process. And you can't see clear when you letting that nigga dick you down and putting you in a position that you will never be with another nigga because your cooch is so fucked up and you walking around acting like everything okay. Cause I know y'all out here lying.
Right.
And so I'm here to tell you to love yourself, Biscuit. Please. Because why the fuck would you accept some shit like that? Why are we here that we don't feel that we deserve better than that? Why you let this nigga play on your top?
And insult you in your face.
Like, even though your parent may have not even been the best of a parent to raise you appropriately, I understand. But you don't have a unction on the inside of you that says, I'm not okay with this.
She do. She do. So here's my final advice to her. And it's actually in the Dream Catcher Journal. This one is more about self reflection and you talking to yourself. So let me tell you, when you do the reflections, it's daily, right? So the first thing you do is you say, the reflection in my mirror, the rhythm in my heart, and the switch in my hips assure me. So that means walking in your full everything. I am assured that I will be okay because I am assured that I am amazing because, right? Then at the end of the day, because you know when all the BS has happened, you're supposed to come over here and read the affirmation. This particular one, this will be good for you. This particular one. And let me tell you why, because it's what Dad said. It says it's okay to take time for yourself, self care, prayer, reflection, and to share. I'm sorry, to stare out of the window in silence. Let me tell you why that staring out of the window in silence, cutting everything off works. Because while you're looking, it's so calming, it's so relaxing. And then you get to just have time with yourself to relax and see what did today really bring? I survived today, right? Or it was amazing. But what did today bring? Because your todays need to say why your crown sparkled. Because you're sparkled because you went out, you're ready to provide for your child, and you came back to that. See, this one is positive. Because anything outside of those things that I just talked about in here need to be eliminated. They need to be eliminated immediately. Because if you had a quiet space, you will never have a quiet space in your home because he's there and it's an aura that brings. When somebody's in your house and you're trying really hard and they're not producing, that creates a depression of its own. You're not comfortable in your own house. It just doesn't feel good. You need a quiet space, a closet, a chair that you can just look out the window, sitting on your porch, anything. But the one thing I did not name is sitting in your car in the driveway.
That's my favorite thing.
It's my favorite thing as well, but she don't need that right now because what she will be looking at is the house she doesn't want to walk into. You need to go in your house and find a place of peace in your house and continue to use that place, bathtub, whatever it is, to reflect. Reflect on how amazing you are. Reflect on what you learned from the day that made your day amazing. And this tells you how to do it each day. You really need to do that because you're in the middle of a pregnancy. And that's how he responded to you. No, baby,
Oh,
that's
that's why
not it.
she's playing on her top and why she being peaceful. She has to be right now. She gonna pull it together. She's gonna pull it together as soon as she pop that baby.
Yeah, she has to do this for her kid. So, my 37 concealers I don't use. Uh, Great advice, ladies. Thank you. And if you have advice, please share. Okay, so next story. That will require some time because baby is pregnant. And baby is having a man that is speaking to her all types of crazy. And when that baby gets here and that download from the diapers to the formula to just
Mm.
wanting the baby to have different things to daycare to being tired because you up all night and he gonna look at you because he said that was triggered me the most. When I come home tired, the house is still a mess because cooking and cleaning are women's work. So what do you think? Everything for her to try to be a mom and still like basically have to rush back to work is going to be. He's not providing a covering and safe space, but you're writing a Bible inspired novel. Did you look at anything you read and what you writing before you did it? That's not a man of God, baby. Do better. She is not your mama, and whatever your mama accepted. Go back to your mama.
Here we go again with the burning bed. They keep taking me back there. They better stop it.
It's
You can't be
bad.
driving folks crazy like that and think they ain't gonna respond eventually.
It's
Stop
so
doing that.
selfish. It's so
That's
selfish to
very
me.
selfish.
Okay, so these are actually perfect stories to read and all of us to reflect because there are some spaces in my life that I have very well been working on, and decisions will be made when decisions will be made. But don't you worry. Please don't worry about me. And I have confirmed with family members, do not worry about me. I am more than good. Okay, next story. My daughter is getting darker and my family is panicking. This is uncomfortable. My white wife, I'm sorry, I'm white. My wife is white, but my daughter's gets older. Her skin keeps getting darker. She's 4 now, and people are starting to notice. My dad pulled me aside and asked, whose kid are you raising? My wife insists it's nothing. She says she drank a lot says she drank a lot of coffee while she was pregnant and that somehow that boosted melanin in our kid. That explanation doesn't even make sense, but everyone keeps repeating it like it does. Family gatherings are tense. People stare at my daughter instead of talking to her. They ask questions that they shouldn't around my child. I love my daughter. That's not the issue. The issue is I can already see how this is going to affect her. So, how do I protect my child when the adults around her are more worried about her parents than the truth?
Mm, mm, mm.
Baby, baby, let me hold your hand when I say this. You need to enter into reality. How do I protect a child when the adults around her are more worried about her appearance than the truth? No, baby, your family around you are more concerned that your wife is lying about whomever this child's dad is, and they want the
Mm,
truth. It's not the appearance, it's the outright
mm,
disbelief that you are moving forward this way. Go ahead and get the DNA test. It sounds like you're still going to forgive your wife because you know in your heart, baby, you know in your heart. Every parent says that they connect and know that that's, their kid or whatever. You know that it's not your daughter. So start working on the proper steps to move forward. Accept your wife. Tell her whoever she's cheating with, she better not bring another kid in there. And you guys need to be prepared to whatever you guys are going to tell that child. Because if the child is getting darker, whatever ethnicity is pulling forth that getting darker, your wife is going to need to tell the truth. Even if you guys decide to just do a DNA test for you, but not for the other man who she's probably still sleeping with. He
mm,
probably
mm,
knows that he's the dad, and they're probably
mm,
okay with you funding everything and they have fun together on your dime. So before you get
mm.
snapped and end up in jail or doing something that, you know, yeah, because
I mean, because I can see now how to get away with murder. Like for real, for real.
girl,
Like for real, for real. This is why I
if
think
she's
I
black.
don't want to be married because you
No, the
can't
wife
fool me
is
like that.
white and he's white. They're both white. So that
Mhm.
story is like, I'm
But
white, my wife is white. But as my daughter gets older, her skin keeps getting darker. She's 4 now. Whatever color she has now is going to be the color she has. But
I'm only used to black people being able to produce white babies from black men. I've never heard of a white woman being able to do that. Is that something? Is that a thing? Has that ever happened?
there's only, see, this is like, there's only two sets of twins that we've ever seen in the entire world that have been in the last 10 years where a white mom, no, one was white and one was black, and the twins came out, and one was white and one was black. Dopest shit ever. And that shit is dope as hell. However, I have not seen a white woman and a white man produce a black child. I have seen
Mm-hmm.
two dark skinned people produce a very light child. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ethnicity is still there. So dark, it could be Native American, it could be Samoa, it could be black, it could be any race, Mexican, because they have melanin too. That's why I don't know what the extent of the melanin is. Or do the test and see, like, did your great grandfather, was he messing with slaves and there's black blood in your family and it pulled through your daughter? Whatever it is, you need to answer the questions because they're not going to stop asking you.
I'm gonna just need for you to go ahead and take the test.
Right.
That's
Because
it.
that is protecting the child.
That's the only advice. Take the test. Let's speak the truth. Let's stop lying to the family. Because see, y'all be creating incest and don't even know it, and I don't like that shit. Stop doing that. Okay? Folks be finding folks attractive and shit, and they out
That's
here
a whole
fucking
nother
with no
story for
information.
tomorrow. That's a whole nother story for tomorrow with incest that's all over TikTok.
Oh, really, girl? I didn't know.
Yeah. A
But my
black
point
couple.
is, it's not safe to not be telling the truth about who these people parents is.
Mm-mm.
Motherfuckers want to fuck and run away and get out of it.
And you
See,
gonna be mad if a family member sneak and do the shit behind your back
girl,
because they're trying to protect the child and knowing that the child has the right to
hmm,
know those things and the wife has the right to be held accountable. What if they have a family legacy that, they just need to know what things are? I don't like that question. How do I protect my child when the adults around her are more worried about her appearance than the truth? The appearance is the truth. That is protecting.
we concerned about why you don't want to accept the truth because you want to believe your wife that's a liar,
And she just sitting there just grinning.
and and your family looking at you like we didn't know you was so fucking stupid.
Child,
Your family was
child, child.
disappointed at your stupidity, darling.
So, brief intermission. If anybody really loves me, my birthday is coming. If you really love me, what will be included in the gift that you give me will be the Victoria's Secret Pump It Up because I'm squeezing for dear life for this chapstick. I actually like it during this type of season when it is very dry out here and my allergies got me fighting for my life. Brief intermission before we go to the next story because I need to apply some. Thank you for entering our home. Make sure that you like the live and that you are sharing it out um, to your followers on Facebook as well. So share it out. And I appreciate everybody that does share. I really, really do appreciate it. I'm definitely taking a tally. And that will determine what I can do for you when I become amazing. And just in 2026, I'm a little hundred there. Won't be giving you
I
none of
know
my
that's
hundred
right,
there.
Fred. I'm
I
a
won't
hundred
be
there too, Fred. I'm a hundred there. I'm a hundred there.
a hundred there. And I won't be doing any loans this year to people that don't help me. You help me, I help you. Okay, let's see.
All
Uh the woman may be black. No, I answered that already. So the mother's skin may be white. No. There are a lot of no. You may be teaching her your wife something. No. The answer is because he said it. I believe these things came after, but I just want to recap because we're going to move on to the next story. My wife is white. I'm white. Now, what DNA will teach them is, like I said, and like I think that's kind of what you're getting at, if it is in your background, because if it is in your background, um, a few generations back, it can pull through still. So doing the DNA or the ancestry, it can tell you if that's the answer. Either way, if that's the answer, then y'all get to celebrate it and she gets to see so cool and then she's different and it came, through to her. And then you get to teach her about her heritage and you learn something new for your family. Either way, baby, you're not going to act like you're trying to protect your child. You're trying to protect your ego and that's not going to help that child because
Mm,
your family gonna start treating her different.
mm,
Some, if they won't stop running their mouth in front of her, the best way to protect it is to stop it for her. She's only 4. She can She can understand now. Okay, so sometimes the truth does not whisper, it explodes.
Mm,
Next story. Tap, tap, tap. You guys ready?
let's get it.
Let me move this. Thank you for joining again. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Okay. Uh, I got robbed, exposed, and blackmailed by my side piece. Here we go. Let's leave 2026. Let's leave side pieces on each side. Aren't y'all tired? We done moved from Atlanta being high with things. They're higher than California in the San Francisco area. It's spread to Houston and a couple of other states and the places that you passport bros keep going. Please stop and start being way more safe. But it's certain things even protection cannot protect you from. It's not that serious. Please find your person, be with your person, and date with intention. These generations are being bad, and you guys are doing it. Duh. Okay, let's see. You guys, not the people that follow me. I mean the people that's probably gonna listen later, not us. We have sense. So let's see. I've been married 8 years, 2 kids, a whole life I risked for excitement. I was cheating with a coworker. We were in my car, parked being careless, when someone ran up and robbed us. They took everything: wallet, phones, car. Police showed up fast. I told her to leave, to disappear, because my wife could not find out. She refused. She stood right there when the cops took statements, gave her name, gave details. My wife found out the same night. She left me. Now the coworker says it's time for us to be together for real. And if I don't marry her, her brothers will make sure I lose whatever I rebuild. I lost my family chasing lust, and now I'm being extorted by the same person I betrayed my wife with. So tell me, is this karma, or did I sign up for my own default?
Well, you already know the answer.
Okay, I have a little bit different of a take. I think that karma is when something randomly happens and then your brain says, boom, and it tells you, shit, if I wouldn't have did that, then this person wouldn't be doing it to me. My family member wouldn't be experiencing this. I believe that we have to learn, or you people, because I don't really do things that create karma. I'm very careful. I'm very boring, y'all. I'm green. That's why I come here for these stories. Me, not what's around me. Me, I'm green. Karma is what will come back, right? I believe that that is a result of your decisions.
Oh, okay.
That one is a result of your decisions. Your karma is coming. Your karma is going to be the life that you live with her. And you're going to see it in different spaces to say, damn, when I said that my wife was getting on my nerves because she was tired of busting it wide open every night, when every time I see her, listen to what I'm saying, my wife is tired of doing it every night, but every time I see this girl, she's available. You see her 2 times a week. You're with your wife 7 days a week. You're banking it off of she has 100 and your wife got um, 20 out of 80 for that week. You wanted somebody that was ready for you every time you came. Of course, they're ready. That's all you coming for. Now you're going to see it in those different spaces where it's going to be like, damn, I can't believe that. Damn, I can't believe that. That's going to be the karma, and that you're never going to be able to relax. And the worst part, her brothers will make sure I lose whatever I rebuild. Is this giving setup to y'all? Does anybody think that this was actually a setup? That this was not a robbery where they took everything or nothing like that? Because what person would want to stand there 10 toes down and know that the police is coming and all of this? You would be wanting your brothers to come and get you and take you away, but you still right there.
Sound like you wanted to be seen. You
The
was you.
mistress always tells. She wait for her opportunity. Mistress always tell. The mistress and the gigolo, the man. Men tell far less, but these days they have started to tell and extort. Like the one
Mhm.
said, if you don't babysit on Thursdays and whatever and whatnot.
Period.
So, question is this karma, or did I sign up for my own downfall? Baby, you didn't just sign up.
You
You
wrote
didn't
the
just
script.
sign up. And it sounded like you a little scary. And they knew that. See, your bark gotta be as big as your bite. Like you should have been able to say, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what your brothers do. Because me and my brothers will. Me and my person will.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. Because it sounds like you don't. Because that would have been my natural response. But it sounds like she knew that she had you by the cojones. And she knew that you couldn't do
She
that.
rode the rodeo
You
like
met your match. You met your
mm-hmm.
match. I bet you wish you had your wife now, don't you, playa?
Don't you wish
Mhm.
your girlfriend was hot like me? Oh, don't you wish your girlfriend was a freak like me? I said, don't you?
You left your favorite girlfriend, the girlfriend that you chose to have forever, for a slum bucket criminal. Because she is a criminal. And it might not be safe for you to have her around your kids because she likes the extortion type of stuff. So if you do something, she might start being like, oh, I'm at your kid's school and oh, this and that. So my answer is no. Hey, cousin. My answer is you haven't even began to see the karma that is coming your way, you slum bag whore. So get ready and tell her, maybe try to scare, you should repent. All of us run to the Lord when we make mistakes. Run with a pure heart, though. But that's going to be your only covering, like Mace's covering from P. Diddy. That's going to be your only covering. So find yourself back with the Lord and get it right and really do life over. And hopefully that will scare her away because she got demons on her. Is she from Louisiana?
Oh, no, you
Is she
did.
Puerto Rican?
Mm,
She from one of them places that got chicken feet for
I'm just
garnish.
saying. Y'all better stop playing with these humans.
Mm. Last story. You ready? Anything else you want to say about that one before you wrap it up? Because I don't have no, what that was my advice for him. Reconnect with the Lord and try to make it better. And actually disconnect from your wife to keep it safe for your wife because she's already threatened. I don't know who threatened somebody to marry them, but
Well, she left his ass that night. The wife is done as she should be. Even though there are so many things worse than cheating, the way sex is killing people these days, I just wish you stopped fucking off like that. Like you need some discipline. That's just the bottom line.
why
Discipline
don't
is
men have dick discipline?
what?
What is so hard about men having dick discipline?
I don't know. I don't understand when women don't have no discipline. Girl, what is you horny
Okay.
like that for?
Why don't
Child,
people have discipline as it
what
relates to
the fuck?
sex?
Yeah, calm down. It'll be there. And if it ain't, it wasn't meant to be. Can
Well,
you
like
be
Lois
okay?
said, some people will cry before they say no. Meaning everybody, they just gonna give them some, have babies. They'll do anything before they will say no. They don't have no self control. They just can't take it. You give them. My cousin Adrian, God rest his soul as well. My favorite gay cousin. Oh my gosh, he's my favorite. Um, he would say all you got to do is buy him a taco, and then they just give it all away. I believe
That's
some people are really like that.
because some people really hungry out here, I guess. I guess. I don't know. My friend said something to me today and it threw me off a little, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I appreciate every struggle that I've ever truly had in my life, especially as a child. I appreciate every single struggle because
Okay.
those struggles created the beast that I am today and why I do not tolerate the shit that I'm reading in these letters. It is not so much that I am judging you. I really don't understand how you even got in the situation in such a bad.
Yes.
I am confused, is really what it is. I'm not judging you, but I'm definitely telling you those circumstances will make me fall 50 feet from you.
Right. Some stuff scares me. I over compliment scare me. Um, I'm just so amazing. I'm just so perfect. How do you know that, sir? I never even yelled at you yet. You haven't seen how I behave when I'm at my worst. You haven't seen how I behave when I'm frustrated. You haven't seen the real me. All of that is a part of me. So how do you know that? You don't even know that when I get in work mode, I'm very short with people. Not that I don't care. I'm very short. You have to slow me down. Those are things you don't know about me that could be very hard for some people. So that would make us not equally yoked. So how do you give me all these praises? Because you see my pictures or you see me doing
Right.
things, you don't even see half of what I do.
You don't
So
know me well enough to compliment me like that. Back up.
yes, yes, that's
Back up.
how I feel. Like that compliment is so shallow, shallow. Like you think this is what women want to hear, so you got a package deal. Like, oh, I'm gonna say this one and this one in the morning. In the afternoon, I should say this. I should say stuff. Oh, what did you eat today? Oh, blah, blah. Get the fuck out
You
of here. You
got
want to know
paid
when the
to
rent is
send me
due?
some lunch money. Why are you asking? Are you sending me some money to eat today? What do you want?
Right. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't understand.
I don't have
Oh,
time for it. It makes my energy low.
it does. And it makes me think you probably a serial ex. I'm cool. You're
Correct.
scary to me. Okay, so last story. Are you guys ready?
Let's get it.
Make sure you like the video on the way in, guys, and make sure you start to share, please, on your platforms. I'd really appreciate being a millionaire in 2026. I promise to buy you each a bundle if you have my second phone number. Disclosure, so you won't catch me in legal action.
Oh,
And if
you better
I
say
gave it
it.
to you, not if you found it.
I
Okay.
need some bundles.
And notice I said one, but the people
Right.
that know, they know, they know.
Mhm,
Okay,
mhm,
so let's see here. Last story is my pastor husband
mm-mm.
wants me to file for divorce. My husband
What?
cheated repeatedly. No strangers, women I knew, women from my circle. We're married, we have kids. I wanted to keep our family intact, but he told me something that changed everything. He said, "Why don't you divorce me? I've done everything to force you to leave." He's a pastor, and if he files for divorce, it ruins his image. So he wants me to carry the blame. I'm expected to protect his reputation, shield the church, smile through betrayal. Meanwhile, I'm the one explaining heartbreak to our children. So tell me, do I stay silent to preserve an image or choose the truth, even if it costs everything? Everything is in what? Everything is in what? I'm gonna have to talk to you from the street. Let me talk to you from the street as if you was my homegirl. First of all, as Ashley would say, you're a foo-foo head ninny muggins. Okay, that does not make any sense. Your question: do I stay silent to preserve an image? Whose image? Not your image, or the truth? The truth. He's a pastor, and you should be standing in front of the church when they say, "Does anybody have an announcement?" And I do, and get as far away from him as you can with that remote. And then use your cheer voice to say it very, very loud. If he gets the remote, and I'm sorry, if he gets the thing and they turn off the sound, you need to be able to project, practice, go in a park and practice. Or even if it costs everything, it already cost you everything. You said my husband cheated repeatedly, not strangers, women I knew, women from my circle. So what are you preserving? He's already outed you. He's already outed y'all. I would have that printed in the next bulletin when it came out to hand at the front door when people came in, because all of those women need to be outed too because they're Jezebels sitting in the church. What exactly are you preserving, my nigga? What? And yes, I'm talking to you, girl, because this is how I would talk to my family, and this is how my family would talk to me. They would be like, "Say what now? I've done everything to force you to leave." And the congregation is seeing this because they're in the congregation. These are women from your circle. You ain't beat them up yet?
Mm, mm, mm.
Okay, Des, how you say?
Baby,
Absolutely not. Right?
baby, baby,
I
girl,
got a testimony.
girl.
Everybody, gonna close those doors. Gonna close those doors because we're gonna do an altar call and everything when I'm done. Congregation, I would like to confess what has been going on in my marriage, and I have been holding in this secret for quite a long time, and I am ready to free these demons from around me and my body because they have jumped on me because we are one. So I have to tell you this because we have to respect our pastor and I must stand by him. Becky and Maria and LaQuisha and Monica and probably Sister Mary Clarence have sucked my husband's weenus. They send pictures, they have sex in positions I've never seen, and they look upside down. It's things I probably never could have done. So I'm going to say I fell short in what I provided to my husband because my husband had clearly communicated that he wanted from me. I'm too much of a woman. They're the perfect horse to insert themselves. Lord, I believe they're all doing it together too, but that's none of my business. That's between you and them. I won't get into that. I'll pass them the mic when I'm done so they can give their testimony, Lord. But as the first lady of this church, I feel like I am doing a disservice and lying and not saying what is going on. Please turn to page 2 and look at all the exhibits, and then I would have pictures.
Mm, mm, mm.
That's what
I don't have nothing to say. I agree with everything you said today. I mean, that's just something that I stand 10 toes with you. Like, I mean, like, I'm over here talking about, hey, sis, do you need me to help you pay for the copies? Do we need to go buy a printer and paper and just do it up ourselves? I am so here for you. I'm going to be Team 100. I'm going to be your secretary, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure we're going to list all this shit. And then I'm going to go ahead and start being Magnum PI in real life and start taking pictures when I see them outside together, and so that you can have all the evidence that you need once you go to court to take that motherfucker for all that you can. And if those are his kids, everything, brother, I will leave you with just enough to go ahead and find you something else safe to do.
Mm-mm.
That's what I would do, because what image should I protect other than my own at this point when you care nothing about our image? I think that you guys are misconceiving
Our
what,
souls. Oh,
like, what are you understanding of? See, the Bible didn't tell you to be a fool, baby. He said he protects the fools, but he did not tell you to stay a fool. So I'm gonna need you to actually learn the lesson from your situation. Okay? Can we do that? Can we do that, baby? Can we do that?
y'all know that it says in the Bible. So adultery is the only thing that God says you can get a divorce for. But if you read a little bit further, it says, if one of you want the one that committed the adultery, ask for forgiveness and is doing all of the things, right? You are supposed to give them another chance and that you have to forgive, right? You have to forgive and or you're supposed to forgive and at least try to work through that marriage. It doesn't say what capacity, doesn't say you have to still stay in the same house. And to be fair, there are judges in some states that require that you go through marriage counseling for first. That example, Texas. If I file for a divorce in Texas, I cannot technically move on because even if I get pregnant by somebody else, that baby belongs to my husband legally, and it's nothing he could do to get in or around it. You also have to wait 200 and something days, I believe. It's less than a year and not more than a year. But outside of your marriage, you have to be that far outside of your marriage before you have a child as well. Otherwise that child goes back to your husband as well, unless everybody signs the proper paperwork to make it happen. You are dealing with people these days that are unhinged. It's people that'll be like, oh, well, he's in the military. He makes all this money. Yeah, I'm going to be in my child's day life every day and I'm going to do the best I can. But why wouldn't we take his help? Why wouldn't we do this from him? It's people that'll do that. Whether you cheated, that man didn't even have to cheat. Or specifically, if the man did cheat, is, oh, I'm going to make him pay for everything. And they truly are responsible and a legal father to your child. Know the laws of where you are also. Life is unhinged as hell. It's unhinged as hell. And I will be unhinged right along with him. In fact, you guys, I have a confession.
Oh Lord.
There was an ex that had cheated, and the girl was into church a lot. And so I found out what church the girl went to. And I told him if he didn't do something that I told him to do, it wasn't extortion, nothing like that. But if he didn't do what I told him to do that made me feel better by first Sunday, that I was going to go visit her church. And when I got there, I was going to stood up stand up when they said, "Do we have any guests?" And I was going to tell all the business.
Oh, you was gonna do that, Bree?
I was. I was
What,
very
what,
serious.
what changed your mind, friend?
He did what I told him to do.
Oh shit! So you didn't really change your mind. You got your way.
Yeah. It was a fair request, what I requested. Because, see, I felt wrong. And you're going to make me feel okay. Or I'm going to stand up in a church and I'm going to give a testimony. Since you knew that I was with him and you slept with him and you had a baby, I feel like the church need to know about you.
Oh, oh,
Because when you do certain things, the church say you're supposed to step down, and you didn't step down. So I should help you step down.
you must not know about me.
Mhm.
You must not
Everybody ain't
know
have to
about
touch.
me.
Some people are very creative. So watch what you do to people. So that's what I did. So I have that information. So that didn't just come off the top of my head. It was something I was going to do. People are unhinged. I would like to say, in none of my unhingedness have I ever harmed a property, harmed a person, did anything like that. I've not done anything like that. And if you give me what I want, which is generally something regular, then we'll be fine. And then stay the fuck away from me.
Well, all right, Frat. Because let me tell you how your friend over here. I ain't never been through none of this shit. I don't. I can't stay. I can't stay too long. I
Oh, we
gotta.
didn't stay after that. We didn't stay together after that.
I'm
Mm-mm.
telling you, I'm out. I'm outie 5,000. You
Yeah.
give me one sign that you too crazy, and I'm out. You got to go. I got to go. You ain't gotta go. I gotta go. Fuck it. I'm out. You can look. You got it. You won.
Okay.
It's all you.
That
Mm.
is the last story for tonight. Again, join us tomorrow. Please, everybody, join us tomorrow and share the live. It's my last show of the year, and it's going to be great for recap. I am going to have some really good stories tomorrow, and it'll be right at an hour and a half as well. So come in and out as you like, but it will be that long. Cause so have a drink because it's my last show of the year. So it's a little bit of a celebration. I'm super proud of myself for staying consistent this year. I'm really thankful to everybody that was capable of jumping in when I needed them to. And it has caused other creators to reach out to me. When you switch content, it feels a little weird to see your numbers drop. My views drop behind the scenes that I could see, but reactions and things like that, they have dropped. But I see a lot of comments. People are commenting more, especially on TikTok. So I'm taking my wins where I have them, and I absolutely plan on cranking it up a notch for 2026 and getting these other um, branded products out as well. Please, fingers crossed for me that I could do an in-person one. It will be with the people that I know in a rented Airbnb though. But I would like to do a weekend of content creation with my supporters as a thank you to them. And then also as content for me. So I have very big dreams for myself. I'll be doing my vision board soon. Des, what's something that you are looking forward to in 2026? And also drop it in the comments before we go. And that will be your closing remark.
Okay, so for me, I am so excited for 2026 because I am doing a lot of rebranding and just a big thing. I just want to be excited about it all, but I have to calm down, okay? Because I be too hyped. But it's gonna be grand. I'm very excited. I see my path so much clearer now. So I'm just very excited about staying focused, staying in the right positions to be able to manifest the things that I desire for myself.
Awesome. Well, prayers over my family. And this is going to be amazing. 2026 is going to be amazing. I claim that for all of us. A lot of us have planted our seeds, and it's time for us to reap the benefits of our seeds that are far beyond our wildest dreams. But you don't work, you don't eat. So everybody keep moving towards your dreams, and they will come true. And be ready for when they come. Okay. You have to be ready because I think they're God-sized dreams that are going to come true, and you don't want it to happen and be like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready. No, you need to be ready. and have your support team around you as well. Move slow, don't get overly excited, but map it out. Do a vision board, whatever it is that you need. Lastly, all of the journals are still on sale through the end of the year for $12.99. So buy one or all. If you have purchased one, please send me if you can, or make a post about the journal so that I can use it for what is that called? For advertisement, and so that people can see that you actually like them. Thank you again to everybody that has supported me. And please make sure you show up tomorrow at 7. It's our last show of the year. We'll take a couple shots together and enjoy some good stories before y'all get ready to bring in a new year out there partying, being hoochie mamas. Send me good pictures. Have fun for me too. That is
And
it for tonight. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share as well. Everybody have an amazing night. Good night.
good night.